Tonight, severe storms unleash on the southeast, bringing down trees, causing flash flooding and putting the brakes on the GC 600. Prince Harry flying solo as the royal tour takes its toll on a pregnant Duchess of Sussex. But will Meghan make it to Fraser Island? A man in the fight of his life and a security guard questioned after a one-punch attack outside a Bulimba hotel. A warning to new parents, the research showing the damaging impact of unsettled sleep. And in with a chance, the PM's majority still standing as the Wentworth by-election delivers a political twist.
This is 10 Eyewitness News, first at 5 with Georgina Lewis.
Good evening. We begin tonight with breaking news, and severe storms have swept across the southeast. The system was quick and fierce, sparking flash flooding, delivering hail and leaving a massive mess in its wake. Joe Hill has the details.
The wild weather hit with a bang. More than 10,000 homes lost power as storms swept over the southeast. Toowoomba copped a battering from around 1 o'clock. The rain cutting roads with flash flooding and pushing drainage systems to the brink. Even undercover car parks weren't safe, the rain finding a way to water as much as it could. Trees came down on cars.
It must have just happened.
They fell across people's yards, and this monster dropped on an employment centre. Certainly a big job ahead for whoever has to cut that up. Before long, hail was pounding on roofs, and it became clear this was an afternoon to be spent indoors. Joe Hill, 10 Eyewitness News.
Let's bring in our weather expert, Josh Holt. Josh, what's the situation now?
Well, Georgie, most of the thunderstorms as we go live to air tonight are now pushing off the southeast coast. We'll get to that radar in just a moment. Firstly, heading to the satellite tonight, you can see an abundance of cloud cover over southeast Queensland associated with that thunderstorm activity. We had a moist air mass sitting over the southeast and an upper level trough, some colder air in the upper levels of the atmosphere, making it very unstable. And of course, thunderstorms thriving in that environment this afternoon. We can see this development over the southeast inland. These thunderstorms then tracked in an easterly direction, delivering Toowoomba with a wind gust at 109 kilometres per hour. We saw wind speeds at Oakey at 91 k's and 96 kilometres per hour at Gatton. Having a look at the southeast radar, we also saw plenty of hail across the southeast, 2 to 3 centimetres in size reported northeast of Boona. Golf ball sized hail also reported at Aspley. We had 56 millimetres of rainfall at Bundamba in just 30 minutes and 42 millimetres fell at Mount Tamboree in just 15 minutes. 73 millimetres falling there within an hour. As mentioned, most of those thunderstorms have begun to push offshore, but a severe thunderstorm warning remains in place tonight for damaging winds, large hail and also heavy rain across the Noosa, Gympie, South Burnett and Sunshine Coast Council areas. But Georgie, further weather updates coming up shortly in the bulletin.
We'll see you soon. Thank you, Josh. The Gold Coast 600 bore the brunt of this afternoon's severe weather, with officials forced to abandon the race. Matt Howard joins us now from pit lane. Matt, it didn't quite go to plan for the drivers.
Not at all, Georgie.
Parts of New South Wales have spent the day cleaning up after a thunderstorm caught residents off guard. The severe weather only lasted an hour but left plenty of damage. More than 30 millimetres of rain fell, causing flash floods in some areas. Emergency crews answered over 200 calls for help and worked through the night, rescuing 2 people from rising waters and removing fallen trees. Well, time now for another weather update. Josh, how about our storms? Have they cleared yet?
Well, Georgie, most of the thunderstorm activity for southeast Queensland has begun to push offshore. We've still got a couple of cells north of Brisbane, though, and that's why that warning remains in place tonight for the Noosa, Gympie, South Burnett and Sunshine Coast Council areas. We can see the main area of thunderstorm activity pushing over the southeast and delivering golf ball-sized hail to areas of Aspley, very heavy rain and wind speeds at 109 kilometres per hour. Let's move into the temperatures, though. It was a warm and humid day for the southeast. 28 was the top in Brisbane. We hit 26 on the sunny coast, 27 degrees at the Gold Coast. A little bit warmer further west for Logan and Ipswich, hitting 29 degrees. And we hit a top of 21 degrees for the Darling Downs out at Toowoomba. But of course, Georgie, I'll be back at 5 to 6 with the full week's weather details.
Look forward to it. Thanks, Josh. Ahead, the global pressure mounts for answers over the murder of a US journalist. Also, desperate times, desperate measures. The migrants' caravan edges closer to the American border. And a musical mission for a Queensland choir ahead of the centenary of the World War I armistice. To overseas news now, and in yet another twist in the Jamal Khashoggi scandal, Donald Trump has expressed scepticism. Tonight's top stories: severe storms have swept across the southeast this afternoon. Some areas were hit by flash flooding and large hailstones. Royal fans have been left disappointed with news an exhausted Meghan will sit out some of her scheduled appearances tomorrow on Fraser Island. And a man remains in hospital after a one-punch attack outside a Bulimba hotel. It's alleged the 21-year-old was involved in a fight with security guards. Parents who break custody agreements by taking their children overseas could face up to 3 years in jail.
O'Toole is a member of Australia's most famous wood-chopping family that includes a long list of world champions. So he really is a chip off the old block, Georgina.
Pretty impressive trophy. Did you see that? How do you get that back through customs?
One for the pool room.
Anyway, thanks, Jono. Stay with us, Josh. We'll have your latest weather outlook after the break. It is weather time now, Josh. A warm week ahead.
Yeah, that's right, Georgie. Those temperatures will be nudging that 30 degree mark by the time we reach Wednesday, and I'll get to that extended forecast in just a moment. Let's head back to the Gold Coast, where, of course, we saw that treacherous weather that forced the GC 600 to be abandoned this afternoon. But then the skies began to clear, the sunshine returned, and we even saw a beautiful rainbow here, captured by our wonderful journo on the Gold Coast, Matthew Howard. Not only a great reporter, but obviously very handy with the camera as well. 19 degrees currently at the Goldie, humidity at 100%, and the winds gusting at the Seaway at 30 kilometres per hour. But diving into the satellite, we can see plenty of cloud over the southeast quarter of Queensland associated with a moist air mass and also a very unstable atmosphere. And of course, thunderstorms did develop rapidly in that environment this afternoon. So let's duck in with the Queensland radar. We can see the storms developing over the southeast inland, and then they tracked in an easterly direction over parts of the Gold Coast, Brisbane and the Sunshine Coast. Even parts of the Wide Bay were affected by these cells this afternoon. And of course, we saw some ferocious winds at Toowoomba, gusting at 109 kilometres per hour. We also saw plenty of hail across the region. We had 2 to 3 centimetre size hail reported northeast of Boonah, and also hail 4 centimetres inside reported at Aspley. Also some very heavy rain, 42 millimetres falling at Mount Tamborine in just 15 minutes, and we saw 73 millimetres there fall in just 1 hour. Moving into the big picture tomorrow though, we've got our trough of low pressure. Anywhere east of this trough line, we're going to see that moist air mass continue, and we could see some thunderstorms again thrive in that environment. We're going to see a cold front as well track over the southern states of Australia, and a high pressure system looms over the southeastern part of the continent. So anywhere east of the trough, showers and thunderstorms are a possibility, especially across the eastern inland. There is a slight chance as well we could see showers and thunderstorms develop across the central inland and also through the northwest around the Gulf country. Moving interstate, and some better weather on the way for Sydney after some very severe thunderstorms over the past 24 hours. 23 degrees tomorrow, no problems there. 28 in Melbourne, a beautiful fine and sunny day, partly cloudy skies in Adelaide, a little bit overcast for Perth, hitting 19 degrees, and a fine day for Darwin, hitting 34. Back home, as mentioned, the chance of showers and thunderstorms across inland areas. It should remain dry for Cairns and Townsville though. Rocky going for a top of 33, partly cloudy skies. Chance of shower and thunderstorm for Bundaberg, hitting 30 degrees. For the southeast, a medium chance of showers, most likely in the morning and afternoon. Slight chance of a thunderstorm through the west. Overnight temperatures falling to between around about 17 to 19 degrees. Daytime temperatures reaching the mid to high 20s. Out on the bay, we're looking at southeasterly winds, 10 to 15 knots, seas below 1 metre. A shower or two for Brisbane tomorrow with a top of 27 degrees. Just a possible shower Wednesday and Thursday. But look at those temperatures, they're climbing up there. 31 degrees for Ipswich on Wednesday afternoon. Georgie?
Getting closer towards summer. Thank you, Josh. That is 10 Eyewitness News for this Sunday. I'm off on holidays. Joe Hill will be in the chair from tomorrow for the next fortnight. From everyone here, have a good night.